At 5 in the morning, the whistle screamed. Wake-up call. The men rose slowly, half-conscious, exhausted, and stepped around the bodies of those who had hanged themselves during the night. Another day in Treblinka, a place where death was everywhere. Breakfast was a bowl of bitter coffee substitute and a piece of bread, often moldy or rock-hard. At 6, they lined up for roll call. SS guards barked orders. Capos assigned tasks. The work began. Some sorted clothes, others sorted gold teeth. The worst job was in the extermination zone, to pull corpses from the gas chambers and drag them to mass graves. Work was non-stop, always running, never walking. Anyone moving too slow risked deadly beating. Around noon, they stopped working for a meal. Our meal consisted of soup, groats, and some moldy bread. Under normal conditions, a meal like ours would have been considered unfit for human consumption. But starved and tired as we were, we ate it all. During lunchtime, prisoners sometimes realized a friend was missing, dead from exhaustion, or shot for sport. In the lower camp, the food situation was better. Until autumn 1942, transports were coming in every day. Victims brought groceries with them. Prisoners stole what they could: chocolate, butter, canned fish. Some ate better in Treblinka than ever before in their lives. That changed later, when transports became fewer. Now food came only from the camp kitchen, and there wasn't enough for everyone. Who ate depended on where you stood in line. Fights broke out. Dinner was usually worse than other meals, often nothing more than watery coffee. The SS used the same logic as the Bolsheviks in the Soviet Gulag. In the morning, they gave us just enough to keep us working. In the evening, they let us starve. Either way, we would sleep. Water was even rarer than food. The few wells were outside the barracks, and the access was limited. There's always a crowd, always a rush. Only the strongest, the trickiest, or the important guests get water. Especially in the extermination zone, prisoners drank anything they could. One time, a friend saw a few drops of water at the bottom of the bucket with golden teeth, mixed with blood. He dove down and drank it. He got hit, but he drank. Apart from thirst and hunger, there was relentless beating, and beatings could be a death sentence. A weakened man wouldn't pass the next selection. Prisoners soon realized dirty, tired men got beaten the worst. So everyone tried to fake health. They rubbed their faces, painted their lips red with stolen lipstick, shaved multiple times a day. But that was possible only in the lower camp. In the extermination zone, prisoners didn't get a chance to steal better clothes. They worked in the same clothes for months. Only after typhus broke out were they allowed to wash their shirts once a week. At 6 in the evening, there was roll call again. It could last 2 hours. Results were announced, punishments delivered, prisoners whipped in front of everyone. At 9 o'clock, lights out, silence. Even speaking was forbidden, but there was no rest. Our broken bodies, weakened by starvation and endless labor, led to strange, unreal thoughts, like daydreams, then nightmares. Night brought groans, cries of terror, dry coughing, loud snoring. Sleep was more like drifting than real rest. In the extermination zone, night suicides were common. Every morning, bodies hung from the rafters. The Germans hated this. They didn't want the Jews to have power over their own deaths. Later, it was ordered by a German during the morning roll call that these suicides had to stop. 2 Jews were appointed to make sure the order was followed. They were freed from daily work and had to keep watch during the night. If they failed, they were beaten terribly, or hanged as well. And yet, despite it all, there were moments of humanity. In the tailor's workshop, prisoners gathered in the evenings. They sang, they danced. Even Ukrainian guards would sometimes join. There, just for a moment, they forgot they were in a death camp. In Treblinka, death was everywhere, but life refused to vanish. Even in darkness, there is always some light. In the next episode, we take a look at the men responsible, the German and Ukrainian guards. Who were they, and why they were so brutal?